You're losing somewhere between 15 and 25 hours every single week to tasks that should not require a human. Inbox triage, lead qualification, scheduling, follow-up sequences, onboarding workflows, data entry. If you're running a solo operation or a lean team, that's not just lost time, that's lost leverage. And the brutal truth is that most people are still doing this manually because they tried one AI tool. It didn't click and they went back to their spreadsheets. Today we're going to fix that. We're breaking down two of the most powerful no-code AI agent platforms on the market right now, Lindy and Relevance AI. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one belongs in your stack and which one you should skip. Welcome back to Venture Void. This channel exists for one reason, to help solo founders and small business owners build systems that make money while you sleep, think, or do literally anything else. If you're new here, hit subscribe now, because we go deep on the tools and strategies that actually move the needle. Here's the problem. Most people don't talk about honestly. AI agents sound incredible in theory. You see the demos. You watch someone build a bot in 20 minutes that handles customer support and writes proposals and books meetings, and you think, this is it, this is the unlock. Then you go try it yourself and you hit a wall. The interface is confusing. The integrations don't work the way you expected. The agent hallucinates half the time or just stops mid-workflow. You've spent 6 hours building something that still requires you to babysit it. The promise of full automation starts to feel like a lie. The real issue is that most AI agent platforms are built by engineers for engineers. They use terms like API endpoints and webhook payloads and JSON parsing, and they expect you to know what those mean. Lindy and Relevance AI are both trying to solve this, but they're solving it in very different ways, for very different types of users. So let's get into it. Lindy is built around the concept of personal AI employees. You create an agent, and they call them Lindys, and you give it a role. You can tell it to be your sales development rep, your executive assistant, your customer support agent. The interface is conversational. You describe what you want the agent to do in plain English, and it builds the logic. For example, you could say, monitor my Gmail for inbound leads, check if they match my ideal customer profile. If they do, send a personalized response within 5 minutes, log the details in my CRM, and book a call on my Calendly. That's a complete automation, and Lindy can handle it without you writing a single line of code. Lindy's pricing starts at around $15 a month for the basic tier, which gives you a few agents and a limited number of runs. Their professional plan sits around $49 a month, and if you're running a real operation, you'll likely land somewhere in that range. The platform connects natively to Gmail, Outlook, Slack, HubSpot, Notion, Calendly, and a growing list of tools. Setup time for a basic email triage agent is genuinely under 30 minutes. Real-world scenario. A freelance consultant uses Lindy to watch for new inquiry emails, extract the prospect's name, company, and budget range from the email body, cross-reference it against the Notion database of past clients, and send a tailored response that references their industry. That's happening automatically at 2 a.m. if needed, without the consultant ever touching it. Relevance AI is a different animal. It's also no-code, but it's designed more like a workflow builder, crossed with a research and reasoning engine. Where Lindy feels like hiring a virtual employee, Relevance AI feels like building a custom operations team. You create what they call tools and agents separately. Tools are individual functions like searching the web, extracting data from a document, or querying a database. And agents orchestrate multiple tools together. The distinction matters because it means Relevance AI is better suited for complex, multi-step reasoning tasks. Think competitive research workflows, proposal generation pipelines, or multi-source data aggregation. Relevance AI's pricing is more nuanced. They have a free tier that gives you limited credits, a team plan around $199 a month, and enterprise options above that. The credit system means your costs scale with usage, which is good for experimentation but can get expensive fast if you're running high-volume workflows. The platform integrates with OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, and several others, so you can mix and match models depending on the task. Real-world scenario. A small marketing agency uses Relevance AI to build a research agent that takes a new client's website URL, scrapes their top 5 competitors, analyzes the tone and positioning of each, and produces a competitive brief in a structured format, all triggered by a single form submission. That brief used to take 3 hours to produce manually. Now it takes 12 minutes and costs about 40 cents in credits. What do these platforms actually replace? Between the two of them, you're looking at eliminating the need for a full-time virtual assistant for inbox and calendar management, a research analyst for marketing competitive intelligence, an SDR for initial lead outreach and qualification, and a project coordinator for onboarding workflows. If you were hiring humans for all of that, you'd be looking at anywhere from $8,000 to $25,000 a month in salary and contractor costs, depending on your market and the skill level required. Even at the higher pricing tiers for both platforms combined, you're spending under $300 a month and getting coverage across more hours and more tasks than any single hire could provide. Now the catch, because there always is one and we don't sugarcoat things here. Lindy is easier to get started with, but it has a ceiling. If your workflow gets complex, if you need branching logic based on multiple conditions, or if you need the agent to reason across several data sources before making a decision, Lindy starts to strain. It's also relatively new, and some integrations are less stable than others. Users have reported issues with agents losing context in longer email threads, and the CRM syncing can be inconsistent if your data isn't clean. The mobile experience is also limited, so if you manage your business from your phone, that's a friction point. Relevance AI has a steeper learning curve than advertised. The no-code label is accurate, but the mental model takes time to internalize. Understanding the difference between a tool, a chain, and an agent, knowing when to use which model for which task, managing your credit consumption so you don't blow through your budget. These are real decisions that require some technical intuition. Their documentation is good but dense, and the community, while active on Discord, skews technical. If you're a complete beginner, expect 2 to 3 weeks before you're building workflows that actually run reliably without handholding. Both platforms also share the universal limitation of AI agents right now. They can fail silently. An agent might run, appear to complete, and log a success, but the actual output was garbage. Hallucinated contact details, a summary that missed the key point, a follow-up email sent to the wrong segment. You need monitoring. You need to build in review steps for anything that touches your customers or your money, at least until you've run enough volume to trust the outputs. Trust but verify is not optional. So which one is for you? If you're a solo founder who needs to automate your inbox, your CRM updates, your scheduling, and your basic outreach, and you want to be operational in a weekend, Lindy is your starting point. It's intuitive, it connects to the tools you're already using, and the ROI is visible within the first week. If you're running a small agency or a research-heavy business where the value is in synthesizing information and producing structured outputs, and you're willing to invest time in building a more sophisticated system, Relevance AI will give you capabilities that Lindy simply can't match. And if you're ambitious, run both. Use Lindy for communication and scheduling automation, and Relevance AI for your intelligence and research layer. Together, they cover the full operating stack of a modern lean business. The founders who win in the next 5 years are not going to be the ones who work the hardest. They're going to be the ones who build the best systems. Every hour you spend manually doing something a well-configured agent could handle is an hour you're choosing to stay small. The tools exist. The price point is accessible. The only question is whether you'll build or wait. If this gave you real clarity, subscribe to Venture Void. We drop breakdowns like this every week. Tools, frameworks, income strategies, and automation playbooks built for people who are serious about building something that scales. Drop a comment telling us which platform you're testing first. We read them all.